Welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your general read for the month of June. Taurus, this is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Taurus. Also know, you guys, this is a general read. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel there's always a gem for everyone. But obviously, if this is not your timeline, then you guys will know that. Today I'm focusing on the 3D aspects of the life and personal growth, spiritual growth, which is what I normally do. Normally before I used to focus more on career, but today I really am taking it more on 3D and spiritual growth. I feel Spirit is guiding me to give more of those messages now. One, because I feel like they're needed, especially, with the energies that we're having now, Taurus, with the eclipses. So things are getting very, I feel high emotions. It's judgment call with these eclipses. And so energetically, this has been a transition since the full moon in Scorpio, since the end of April. And I really feel it's just been a push energy. And a lot of the energy has to do with masculine energy, the patriarchy, logic, everything that has to do with our physical lives, making decisions and transitions. And so that also means high emotions, non-emotional energy, but at the same time emotional, because then if you're distorted, your feminine energy will be very high in the sense of how you process emotions, more being reactive, etc., etc. And so you guys might find that push energy towards you, which is really the polarities and the purpose of the eclipses, because what it does is it mirrors to you the changes that need to happen in your life. And because we're also in the age of Aquarius, which Saturn also went retrograde, obviously, on Aquarius, that means the mind. And so what is being reflected back is the mind of people, right? So now you get to really see where people are thinking, right? What they really think. And this has been the theme in all of the readings so far, Taurus, so you're not alone. Now, I did something a little different this while I meditate, because those who are new to my channel, I meditate on all the energies, especially for general reads. I like to sit and I sit with all the signs prior. I write down my channel messages of what I receive, and I do this on one day, and then I do the readings later on when I'm ready to do the readings. So it is a process always when I do this. But this time I wanted to know, I pulled a tarot and I sat with tarot, and I wanted to know one energy that had to do with the 3D physical aspects of what's changing right now. And what was very interesting, I mean, look at how many cards are here, Taurus. And you got the 7 of Swords in your 3D. I mean, guys, don't get scared. A lot of the signs did that's what I found. So I am actually going to record Leo after this, who also got the 7 of Swords. And I can't remember which other signs, but there was a lot about 7s, which the 7 is a spiritual transition. And that's what these things are, the mirroring of the self on a spiritual level. So this is going to require a lot of inner work, inner self. This is about decisions about you. So no one got, I think only Cancer got the Ace of Cups. Everyone got 5s and 7s. So we're all processing things right now. And what's interesting, this 7 of Swords makes sense, because I have to say, I've been, even for myself energetically, I've been seeing a lot of push energy the past 2 weeks in my channel, which I've never really experienced in this channel before, of really harsh energies, bullying energies, which I will say, Taurus, I will not be tolerating bully energies. And I've been mentioning this in all my readings for this month of June, only because everyone's really in high emotions, and I totally get it. But this channel is about the evolution of the soul, and I truly mean that. I mean that in my intro, I mean that when I say it at the end, and the guidance that I come in, because it's what I'm given, and when you're in this work as a light worker, you operate out of integrity. You can't get a gift to use it in wrong ways. I mean, that would be karma for me. And guess what, you guys, I do not want to repeat any lessons in my life, I've already forgiven and moved on. I've done a lot of the work, which is, part of the initiation process to get to do this kind of work, because those are the lessons, so you can be relevant and relatable. And if you do not resonate, that is part of your journey. Also know this is a certain level of consciousness that's required in terms of your own consciousness. And that's why I'm not about the numbers when it comes to this channel, because I know those who are going to resonate with me are at the consciousness frequency. That's why I say if you are vibing with my frequency, go ahead and subscribe, because this has to do with where you're vibing, where you're at. And so if you're not in a healed place, a lot of the people who are going to be attracted to this channel will be at a more healed place, or wanting to transition to an elevated, healed space in their heart space, their mind space, and just in all their chakras. And so if you're rejecting, because if you've been watching my reads, I was called as, and I'm sorry, Taurus, it was the last week's love read, and I knew that was really like harsh energy that was coming in through the reading, because obviously it was individuals that are coping and dealing with an unhealthy individual. And anyone who's going to be dealing with an individual that came up in that reading obviously would have to face a lot of healing, because they were hurt, things were triggered. And so I can expect that reading to be a triggering reading. So all that to say, Taurus, I'm sorry for the long intros. You guys know I don't do really long intros, but I feel like I had to this month because of the energies and what's coming up. And I will say I'm not allowing any bullying in my channel, nor to me or to any of my subscribers in this channel. So if you guys see me reply, I reply out of integrity. Also, I will mirror back. I'm not afraid. You see this person here I am not afraid to speak up at all. And I don't do it out of pettiness. I don't go down to any levels, because there's no need to. This is healing energy. If you don't like healing energy, you're just not at that healed space. Come back another time. But let's not infiltrate our other fellow Tauruses or other fellow Capricorns, whatever other signs, when we're not vibrating. We can still feel a certain way and still want great things for someone else. Even if we're not vibrating, our comments should still be, I hope everyone's doing well, in the comments. Like, that's the vibration you want to be in. And so I feel like this intro went a little longer for you, Taurus, but it's because last week's reading was really harsh. And I think because of the Seven Swords energy, I always feel like Spirit sets me up for what the reads are turning into. So, okay, Seven of Swords for you, Taurus. That's deception, lies, cheating, betrayal, tactics, strategy. It could be very schemy, but it's also planning, right? Seven of Swords is when in the reverse, it's like, it's a turning over a new leaf, right? You get to get out of this energy and rethink a new approach. And so it is a planning and a rethinking stage, but it feels like an energy of really, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go into the channel messages as well. So the guidance I got for you and the channel message was no more tiptoeing and playing small. Breakthroughs are on their way, requires planning and clearing your own mental energy. So I feel like there is a blockage in the crown chakra. And then lighten up the load in the mind, right? So let's just get into it, Spirit. What is the surrendering energy for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, so here we have surrender to divine timing. And that's why Spirit is saying breakthroughs are on their way. So it's a surrendering. So I feel like there's a level of frustration probably in these next couple of weeks, which is what retrograde does, right? We've got Mercury retrograde, a Saturn retrograde, eclipses back to back. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. So this is about being consciously aware of these transitions. So sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. And ego's timing can be the Seven of Swords when not understood, right? And again, remember the seven is the spiritual self, is the spiritual number to self. So if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. And again, trust, right? You know, that's what the Seven of Swords requires, trust. So let's see what's the spiritual transition. Spirit, what is the spiritual transition for June, please? For Taurus. What is the spiritual transition? Wow. I mean, so many cards here, and this has been coming out too. Trauma and wounds. Deep familial and past life wounds are causing an impact in this life. Identify repetitive patterns to allow healing and releasing. And you know, I feel that's, again, that is Seven of Swords energy, right? We need to identify our own repetitive patterns to really transmute our energy and change our lives. And so, you know, that's why I also feel like for some of you, it could be someone in your surrounding that you're dealing with, which is why for some of you, Spirit is giving that channel message, no more tiptoeing and playing small. Like it could be someone that you've got to be so sensitive to their emotions and it kind of frustrates you. Remember, these energies, I'm speaking them in the now, but they can, everyone's in different timelines and they can happen in, you know, some already been through it currently or will go through it. So, all right, Spirit. Interesting. Patience in the bottom. So you know, you're the only energy that sign that got two. So judgment. That's what eclipse is. Eclipses are judgment day. This is a review of our past and the way we and our reactions to it. So I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that is present. Yep. And so I feel like this is with that Seven of Swords energy, is like kind of get out of your own way. You know, this obviously, again, patience is the divine timing. So there are things that need to be cleared out, right? And I really feel this first is going to have to start with your mind, which is why Spirit is saying requires planning and clearing your own mental energy. Crown chakra is really affected here. So let's see what's happening in your, oh wait, actually I want to see this full moon energy real quick, Spirit. Obviously I'm recording this on the date of the eclipse, which I watched, you guys. It was beautiful. Spirit, give me the full moon energy transition for Taurus, please. Yeah, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So this is about surrendering to love, right? This is the heart space. This is getting out of the mind and coming into the heart. And this energy does feel like the heart is closed because of lack of trust, traumas, right? Things needing to release. And yes, as Spirit said, some ego. When you're in the ego, you're not in the heart space. When you bring love into the situation, ego brings in more fear. Now, obviously, there's a such thing as healthy ego and not so healthy ego, right? But this is obviously not so healthy energy in the sense of we need to just deal with things. We need to face them, right? And then be more in our heart space in order for us to heal, to transmute, to change. So Spirit, give me energies for the 3D. What is 3D for Taurus, please? Ooh, that makes sense. I mean, look at this, you guys. Sacral energy, third chakra. I'm telling you, I do feel a lot of chakra energy. And sacral energy is the life force, your driving force to life. why do you do things, right? And then we have the Healer of Ages, because this, and Healer of Ages in this deck is a strong energy of spirit and your ancestors or your guides or source, whatever you align to, wants you to present an opportunity for you to, this is why you have to surrender, right? This is strong spirit activation energy, like very present. Spirit's very present to change your life force, right? So let's see your spiritual, what's happening in your spiritual world. Give me more on the spiritual personal growth here, Spirit. The spiritual. Yeah, look at this. The Temple Path and Angel of Strength, which is Leo energy, also strength, right? This can do, again, releasing the ego. The Temple Path, this is, again, spiritual path. There's a lot about your spiritual connecting with the one within. That's why the seven is the you, the one within. And so Spirit is really pointing that out. Yeah, broken heart. Oh my God. What did I just tell you guys? There goes that heart chakra, right? That's the healing needed. So we have the broken heart and fourth chakra, heart chakra here. And so this is where the one within is needing attention. So I see where Spirit is going with this message. Spirit, give me more on this 3D energy here for Taurus. Give me more on this 3D. Spiritual strength, again, which is the 9 of Swords. Partnership and alliance, and of course it is the surrounding, and this is stand your ground, right? The 7, the self. This is the going with the one within. Give me more on this spiritual growth, Spirit, please. Give me more of the energies here for the spiritual growth. And you know, this is the internal world, right? So 9 of Cups, it makes sense. Again, I cannot stress every time. You guys are going to hear me all the time. I don't care how many times I have to say it. The 9, and here you have the spiritual strength here. The 9 is my favorite. Hermit energy is always my favorite because I always feel solitude is the greatest teacher. And here we have the 9 of Cups. This is about the self-love. This is about learning your emotions. 9, learning, understanding your emotions. Here we have emotional loss. We have the Hangman, getting clear, getting a clear perspective, getting an understanding about what our wants are. And then we have Justice, and then Triumph, Success, which is Ace of Swords, bringing justice, clearing karma, closing out cycles, getting clear, right? And so Justice is also divine timing. So, you know, internally, right? The internal world is obviously resolving. Here we have Ace, the love begins. This is Ace of Cups with conflict and defeat. This is why Spirit is saying that this message here. I'm sorry. So many messages are coming through Taurus for you. So bear with me. Love begins, conflict and defeat. This is exactly this message. Bring love into the situation. Bring the Ace of Cups, the fresh cup of water. Ace of Cups to me is always God is God source, is a fresh energy, any aces. So here in this case, source is presenting you a fresh cup of water, right? You get to start over with your emotions. It's time to clear. And here, since this is the 5 of Swords, right? So channel messages here requires planning and clearing your own mental energy. So these emotions, there's energy that needs to be cleared in the mind. Your mental energy needs to be dealt with here. And that's why you have a lot of chakra that needs to, you know, again, this is the same energy, right? So here, Ace of Cups, heart chakra with the broken heart, same energy. 9, again, it's the same energy here. So let's dig in a little deeper, just to clarify a few, because I feel like we already kind of know exactly what's going on here with the energies and where some of the collectives are experiencing internally. This is again And so in the 3D, this is how it's showing in your outer world, and here in the spiritual growth, this is how you're experiencing it in your internal world. And so in your outer world, there has to be, right, partnership and alliance, obviously. So some spewing, right, to people outside of you, people probably not wanting the best at you, so needing to really analyze your connections and really who's in alignment with you. It really feels like a disturbance of peace here. So Spirit, give me more on this third chakra here. Give me more on this third chakra. That's why Spirit feels you need to deal with the one within. Give me more on this third chakra. People are being triggered with this trauma wounds. This is a judgment call, wake up call. And then just find gratitude here is to find grace within the lessons, right? So Spirit, give me more on this third chakra. 3 of Swords, my goodness. Taurus. All right, give me more on this Healer of Ages, please. This is Spirit guidance for sure. Yeah, look at this. Knight of Cups. This is your intuition. This is an introduction of how you're sharing your emotions, who you allow, right? And this is about healing, forgiveness too. So there are doors that meet. There's forgiveness within yourself, within your emotions. This is also for me self-love when it has to do with the self, because I read these energies for you. So in your surroundings, obviously, Healer of Ages, Spirit is here because it's time to heal the past. It's time to, nurture your own emotions and forgive whatever caused limitations and restrictions. The ego needs to go, right? So Spirit is clearly saying timing may be different from your ego's timing. The ego is not going to help you get through this. You've got to really go with the one within, which is the 7, and just deal with it. Forgive. Look at that Page of Cups again. Another apology. This is about self-love. This is about you nurturing your own heart and releasing it yourself. Getting more on the spiritual strength here, Spirit. The 9, right? The self. The 7 and the 9 are the selves. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Another Ace. So another 8. And look what's in the bottom. 9 of Swords. Same energy. So here we have you. There's a true desire for a new beginning, to just start new. And this, again, Source presents with the aces. Like I said, Source is presenting you an opportunity with your emotions. The Wands are the soul. This is soul, really soul, like the 7 going within the soul, healing the soul, starting over with the soul, knowing again with this justice internally, what do you want to close out? What do you want to keep? What do you want to start anew? What does your soul need, to move forward? Ace of Wands, to start having this beginning, start over, bring love into the situation. Let your soul finally release itself from bondages of whatever, and find the peace, right? Gratitude. Find the peace in the lessons and then say goodbye. That's why Spirit wants, again, channel message, lighten up the load in the mind. It's time to go deep. Okay, give me more of this partnership and alliance, Spirit. Give me more of this partnership and alliance. There goes that Strength card again. This is a lot of needing, I really do feel there is ego here, right? Leo's energy is ego, but also we can I'm reading it because I don't do reversals. So in this energy, because of what's happening, the surrounding, a part of you has to let go of the past, of whatever, interfered with your life. And again, this 3D could be partnerships, relationships, family, work environments, right? You guys put where the energy is. And I feel that what's happening here is an internal battle within, where it does bruise the ego. It kind of affects how you feel on the outside. And so even like in the work environment, sometimes there can be a it feels like a level of like, yeah, not feeling good enough. And so that's why Spirit is saying, breakthroughs are on their way, trusting. So this requires trust, patience, and trust. Healing yourself will allow you to gain the confidence you need in all the areas, all the connections, all your partnerships and alliance with friends and family, where they can't invade that personal space, because now you strengthened your own personal space, the 7 and the 9s, right? Once you strengthen yourself, anything outside of that, you don't need to fight it. Then you'll be more in the healthy side of the Leo energy here, the strength card, where you just know how to transmute that energy because you've been through it. You've been courageous to fight your battles. You've known. So no one can break you. You're like the lion, right? Now you've gained that strength of the lion, and no one can really tear you down from here, right? Stand your ground, building that strength back up for yourself, because it's like you've dealt with it on your own, and you've also released it because you just don't want to deal. You don't want to battle these energies internally anymore. It's a fight within yourself at this point. So give me more on the stand your ground. Oh dear, it's too much, Spirit. Spirit, give me more on the stand your ground. And this is the 7 of Wands in translation here. So give me more on the stand your ground here. Yeah. Again, 6 of Pentacles, who you are giving your energy to. Again, this is anyone. This could be work, relationship, family. And I feel like the energies that are being introduced to me with all these readings, everything. This is a life review. That's what eclipses are. So stand your ground with those around you, how you're giving your energy to. I feel like some people are probably pulling on your strings, and you have to forgive, right? 6 of Pentacles is a place of appreciation. The 6s are a place of appreciation in life, harmonizing yourself. This is the self again, right? At this point, reaching a place where you're harmonizing yourself, and you understand. 6 is also to me the minor arcana to karma, like you have the justice here in your internal world, your spiritual world. So this is again closing out the karma. That's it. And no one can take you down. So for some of you who you've got really difficult people around you, this is closing, making a decision and taking that initiative yourself, because you're strengthening yourself, and you no longer want to be in this space, right? Again, bring love into the situation. All right, so let me put this down. Wow, as I said, that 10 of Swords, right? So we're going to pull different deck now because I want to see some mirroring, Taurus. Okay, Spirit, give me more on this temple path here. Why is the temple path here? If I could make this up, I wish. Taurus, but 7 of Swords. I'm not going to clarify this because I feel like this is going to be a triggering read for some, because people think that I'm here to attack. I'm not here to attack. I'm just a messenger, you guys. And I do this from a place of love. So, this reading may not... One thing you learn about YouTube, there are too many hypersensitive people. And once you heal, because this is what this energy is. Once you heal, no one can tear you down. That's why I'm immune to it. You do become immune to it. It doesn't really bother you because you're whole within yourself. And this is what this is about. This 7 of Swords, your temple path, is about learning to be whole within yourself, and nothing else will touch you. You wouldn't even be triggered by this reading, even by me, because I'm saying it out of love. And most of these people who sit in these energies, and this could be people who are in your surrounding. So this is how you deal with them. When they're in these energies, anything's going to trigger them, even love, right? When you bring love in the situation, the love you give to this energy is going to feel triggered. You know why? Because the heart space is what's interfered here. I'm not kidding you. The heart chakra is so bruised that even loving energies could be very toxic, could be very triggering. But it has to be closed out. That's what this whole reading is about. And so give me more of this angel and strength here, Spirit. All right, Spirit. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the Chariot, another 7, and the King of Wands. I love it. This is strong Leo energy here. Very like fiery energy here. And Cancer, obviously, with the Chariot. But this is taking, you know, the bulls by the horn. You know, here goes that 9 of Swords energy in the bottom again, right? Right? Breakthroughs. This Leo energy allows for breakthroughs. I also want to say Leo energy. I've been saying, if you guys watch other reads of mine for the month, you've got the Strength card here twice. So this is about you really standing strong in your power, the confidence level within. This Leo energy is extremely important. Also want to point out that I feel, because you have the Chariot here with the 7 and then the Leo energy, the fire, I really feel strong Leo energy. The energies are going to lighten up by Leo season, end of July, beginning of August. And I've been saying that for all the reads. So remember, these eclipse energies are temporary. So what's being cycled out is for now. It's seasonal. It's time to cycle it out. That's why it's seasonal. And I really feel the spirit is saying it's time to really strengthen that. Find the power within with the Knight of Wands. Free your soul, because the wands are the soul, and take charge of your life with the Chariot. Chariot has the 2 horses, right? All chariots usually, all the cards always show you the dark and the light, right? In between the shades of the color of the horses, right? This introduces duality. And this is understanding the lessons behind it, judgment, right? Finding gratitude with the lessons, finding peace with the situations, and no more, and dropping the ego here and just allowing time to heal and to just release, because this is about you stabilizing. I'm going to just clarify this section here because I don't want to beat the same message already. Okay, Taurus. Okay, so give me more on this fulfillment of wishes, emotional loss, and Hanged Man, Spirit. What is here? This 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and Hanged Man. What do you got for me? I mean, of course, the Tower. So this is a change. There are towers happening, and I'm going to pull more. Give me another message here, Spirit. There are towers. I love it. And another 9 of Pentacles. Why? Because this change, you have a 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. This change is for you to find new perspective. And this is about the journey to self, grounding your energy and finding peace, happiness within your emotions, happiness within your 3D world. And once you release that mental, right, lighten up the load in your mind, that channel message. Once you release those mental blockages, because the heart is affected, which blocks the crown. It affects the 3D aspects of your life, which is why it's here. So like that, you can, be happier in your work environment, be happier in your home. It also releases all that fogginess in your brain so you can clear your mind and make better decisions on a physical level in your life. And that's when this Tower happens, the changes, the breakthroughs, right? The breakthroughs, again, channel message, breakthroughs are on their way. The towers of this stability will be on its way. Give me more on this Justice, Spirit. Justice with justice. Are we kidding? Like, this is closing cycles. This is bringing order back into your life. You want order. It's here. It's here. So we want to clarify this Ace of Swords, Spirit. What is this Ace of Swords? What is this Ace of Swords here? And this is honesty to yourself. Page of Cups wanted to come out, but I'm not going to take it. This is honesty to yourself, right? And we did see the Page of Cups again with this Knight of Cups. Forgiveness, releasing, letting go. Page of Swords. I'm not even going to bother. Why? Because look who's in the bottom. The Page of Cups again. So this is, and then intuition, and then standing in your Empress energy. This is about abundance. So once you clear this mental space, you spend time. This is honesty. The High Priestess doesn't lie. High Priestess doesn't lie to herself. This is getting clear in the mind and healing, taking ownership on a spiritual level, right? This is an internal work. Page of Swords with the Page of Cups. This is about the forgiveness, releasing, and Page of Swords, letting go of the hostilities with the way we communicate, with the way we think, our mind. It could be very immature because we have 2 pages. So no more playing small. That's why Spirit is saying. And, you know, again, guys, this could be in your surroundings that someone is doing this. Take how it resonates. I'm not pointing fingers here. Please don't do the sensitive stuff, because I'm not for it either for this eclipse, you guys. So I'm just being real. Okay. So that's why Spirit is saying no more tiptoeing and playing small, right? Pages are small. No more. This is about being truth, you being confident with just saying, you know what, this is where I stand. This is where I'm emotionally at. This is what I'm not going to tolerate. This is not what I'm not going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And standing, and because you want abundance, this is about you elevating, shifting your timeline. And that's how, when you bring love into the situation, that is what the Empress stands for. That's the number 3, creativity. You release that cloud that I was saying in the mind, and you start to create and build your life exactly how you want it. So let's just go into your guidance. I think this is a beautiful message, honestly, Taurus. So we struggle, and we all have been there. So Spirit, what is the major arcana shift? Thank you. The Chariot again. This is the 7. Another 7. Be open to success. So look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude you deserve. And I feel this is, for some of you already in this energy, you know that this is, again, not playing small. Allow yourself to glow. Allow yourself this glow up. And it is what it is. If some don't come with you, they don't come with you. Now, for others of you, this is to get into this Chariot energy, right? To again, dropping the ego, which allows and brings all this balance. That's why you have the Chariot. You have it twice here, right? So this is that energy. I'm telling you, to free yourself, to bring that balance from the duality in your life, and to be more appreciative of what's to come, because then that opens up the gate to everything you want in life, right? All the abundance, the things that make you content, not complacent, but content in life. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit, is the guidance for Taurus. Surrender. Yeah, divine timing. Again, this situation asks you to surrender to the divine plan. Let go of control and watch your life return to a peaceful state. Yes, I love it. So this is beautiful. This is about returning back to peace, a peace of mind. No more holding on to things that don't need to be held on to. This is too much, Spirit. I'm going to take the top one. This one's okay. It's being called to me. Yep. Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. You can laugh at this. Again, no need to hold on to it. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. That's it, right? Like, no more falling into it. This is what I'm saying, this energy. No more playing small. You're going to know what you're going to do. You've learned your lessons. It's not to play. You're not to be this energy of matching conscious level that no longer aligns with you, that keeps you small. That's why Spirit is saying, look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. You know, great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. So that's it. You know what the traps and trips are. And it's just a matter of you making a choice and saying, I've learned from this. I know better, right? I know better. So anyways, Taurus, I love you. This read was not easy. But this is my gift, you guys. I really do. I do this from a place of love, and I honestly do it for people to grow and to evolve. That's what this channel will be about. No bullying, but a growth. We could all support each other and really encourage each other, and that's what life should be. Love should be, because we want to be clear. So please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. On to the next message. Bye.